And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is you are in the world. Welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness. This is a cross-venue scene of epic proportions. We've got mages, we've got demons, we've got werewolves. No changelings, no vampires, but they may show up. Who knows? Well, maybe not the vampires, because this is during the day. There's sun out. Imagine that, a World of Darkness video not done at night. It's almost like heresy. In any event, we find ourselves in Battery Park at the Battery Dance Festival, which happens August 14th through August 20th. The Robert F. Wagner Park. Right now, the festival is in the preliminary stages of getting set up. 6:30 is when the show really begins, but as things stand right now, there's a fair amount of people gathering around. I mean, it's just a little bit closer towards 5 o'clock, and that means happy hour is starting, or will start soon. But the day people that enjoy Manhattan's fine amenities that don't have a 9 to 5 per se, are well, enjoying the park in spite of the heat. So, today, an individual by the name of Maggie Keller, the newest apprentice of the Chakravanti, um, is currently sitting on a blanket, wearing sort of summer attire with a book in hand, reading over its pages very carefully, sort of studying, looking in with a pile of books that are sitting next to her, which have various topics on the spines, likely the various type of books one might need for, say, a new semester of college. But we'll start our scene here, with Maggie reading away, and I'll let the others do their intros.
Um, okay. Ginger is um she was actually kind of wandering through Manhattan. Maybe she was looking for something. Maybe she was just taking a walk, counting her steps as always, as her counting kind of got interference with a beat. Like when you first hear the music, it just all you hear is like that bass sound kind of almost running through the pathways instead of actually hearing it. Um, she starts to follow the sounds, starts to hear the drums, the guitars, the melody. She is actually starting to run into that direction because, yay, music! Music is good. And she runs into the park. She kind of stops for a moment as she sees the water. For a moment, it seems like she's freezing up, but the music is just too good and she can't resist. So, yeah, she just starts to kind of dance in the crowd. She's not a very great dancer, but let's see if this would work. Yeah, not doing too bad. Perfect balance count in this? I don't know.
Probably not.
No, I
No,
wouldn't say so.
I wouldn't say so either. So in that case, it's just the two successes. So there's probably has some difficulties actually dancing with all the people around her, but she is genuinely enjoying the music, and there's this big goofy smile on her face. She throws her hands in the air and is literally dancing like she really doesn't care because she doesn't.
Daniel, for his part, is sitting on
one of the benches underneath the trees. It's a sunny day in New York, and he felt the need to go to a park in Manhattan. And since he's blocked from Central Park, Battery Park seems like a good idea. Plus, it's a nice opportunity to see a dance festival. So he is sitting on one of the benches, reading a book.
For her part, Violet is on the hunt, as having dealt with partially her mental and familial problem, which will of course return in a next episode. She tried to find clues as to where Ginger is, having went back to the school, and since she wasn't there, she thought, well, this is Ginger, so I'm going to try to see ice cream shop, or I'm going to try to find something extremely distracting and bouncy. And oh, would you look at that? Music! So she's going to head into that direction, praying that, yeah, she will find Ginger there.
As she's walking through the park, at one point she will be just she will see, and a person will probably recognize her. You'll see a person you've seen once. George, he seems to be at a steady pace going through the park, doesn't seem to bother too much with the people. He'll just turn to Violet, is that you?
She'll turn around. Oh, hey, yeah, it's me. It's me. I'm me, and you're you.
Right. Do you have a moment? Uh, it,
Sure. I mean, you can walk. You can walk with me. Walk with me a little bit. I'm
yeah,
trying
sure,
to
sure.
see if I can find someone.
All right, all right. Well, George will just walk with. So what do you just come here to enjoy the music or what?
Uh, well, I mean, I would. I'm just trying to find a friend, and I mean, that would be the kind of place where she would be, or at least she would want to be because of the music. She's kind of distracted sometimes, and getting something interesting and new. I think she would, if she was passing by the park, she would be interested. So I'm seeing if by any chance I can see her.
All
And
right,
while the mages are doing their shtick of searching for weird people, from the other side of the park, a guy in a vest and black pants and a black shirt is just walking around Sarah. May Gaia forgive me on this one. So, okay, he will grab her by the shoulders. Your name is Sarah. Do not bite people. Do not kick the shit out of people. I will show you how to interact with the other homids. Okay?
She, as a matter of course, does not necessarily appreciate being grabbed and kind of shrugs the hand off, but looks at him and looks at him blankly because we're out in a public place where one cannot use the Garu tongue.
Yes.
So she just kind of looks at him funny because that was way too much for her to absorb.
Oh boy. I will go slowly. Then we will teach you English. Okay? And he starts nodding.
She tilts her head faintly, briefly, and then just kind of follows along the head bob, tilting her head again after a couple bobs.
Okay. Here you go. Okay. and he will start leading her into the people. Oh, may Bob forgive me.
Let us note, for the sake of having it said, that our beloved Sarah here is something like a 7-foot tall Amazon. She is outrageously big, and probably dressed very similarly to the image, albeit without the hand wraps, because we're not playing Punch Face right now. But
Yes.
otherwise, very similar. Her boots are probably kind of notably over knotted, as if the bow was taken after it was tied and knotted several times over to make absolutely sure that they would not slip, would not give at all. And she is just kind of mutely following this much smaller figure around, eyes darting, just taking in the sights.
And there you go, the werewolves.
So, this friend of yours, has that friend got a name?
Ginger, in
Wait,
case you know,
small girl, ish,
redhead,
quite,
kicks you in the face.
well, quite all over the fucking place. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, good. Then you
Um,
met her. Congrats.
well, I saw her, but I wouldn't call what we had an interaction or conversation. But
I mean, did she kick you in the face?
nah, I think so.
You think so, or you're not sure?
I'm not. I mean, I was a little distracted by the way she acted, to be honest.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, you're gonna get it from a lot of people, so yeah, don't try to make it weird. Just keep it to yourself.
So she's one of she's in our club.
Yes, well, more precisely, she's in mine and Naomi's club.
All right, fair enough.
I see that Vinny launched the dice. What is this amazing plus?
I was seeing who she recognized out of the assembled group of people she knows. Plus was Daniel, minus was Ginger, and neutral was you. So she sort of squints her eyes a little bit, is seeing the face of somebody she kind of recognizes, and then she realizes, holy jumping Jehoshaphat, it's that guy. So she goes over and takes
It's that one dude at that one place at that one time. That guy.
that guy. And with the water bottle in hand, she takes up the books and puts them in her bag, pulls the blanket, wraps it around the strap, and she walks over to the bench, sort of dropping her books or her bag down onto the actual bench itself to sort of give an announcement that she's there. As she just kind of plops down a foot or two from Daniel and just kind of lets out a long, well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Daniel will look up from his book. It reads Alexei Pehov, The Shadow Thief. On the cover is a person dressed in a cowl, a red cowl, holding a small knife. He is sat on a tower overlooking a city. Daniel will look up from his book, put the bookmarker in between the pages, and close it. Hey, Maggie.
Haven't seen you since the wedding.
No, it's been a long time. Wait, has it really?
I think it's
No.
been. I don't think we've seen each other since then. I've seen Jade like twice since then.
Haven't we? What about that bar in Brooklyn?
Mm,
Were you there?
don't
I know you were there. I checked on you. You were in the toilet throwing up.
really.
Yeah.
That sounds about like me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it was probably me. She'll kind of give him a soft slug to the shoulder.
Yeah.
So, what the hell have you been up to?
Not much. Just been trying to stabilize work and life and owning a bar, apparently.
Oh, right, the brown bear. Do you have any part of that place? Is it gonna open back up again anytime soon?
It's been open the entire time.
I thought it shut down because and she kind of holds up her hands and go and like makes like fake claws and goes, "Grrr."
Nah, that never actually. It never really brought any problems, but I do see a lot of cars pass there now a couple of times. So it's opened. I don't know if it's a good idea to actually come by.
So how's things going with you and enforcing the cycle of the wheel, so to speak?
Enforcing the cycle of the wheel.
Life, death, that whole Death Lord thing.
I
Remember?
am doing nothing of the sort.
Really? Mr. I Am Me?
I I
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I am innocence incarnate.
No, you're not. I remember the subway, sir.
You finally figured it out?
Yeah, a long time ago.
And here I was in the impression that you still hadn't. Ah, damn it, Jericho.
Yeah, he liked to talk, among other things. Ugh.
How you been?
Up and down.
Oh?
Well, I mean, sure you saw the news article, right?
I saw many news articles.
She'll lift up the side of her shirt and show, maybe about a good 10 of the 37 stab wounds that she received. At least the scars from them.
Oh, that one. That was a long time ago.
It was. Things got a little crazy there.
So how you doing now?
Well, I suppose I'm dealing.
That's always good.
I found a place to rest my head, so to speak. I haven't dared live in a place that's not amongst my people, for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. Extra bits of security. Never can hurt.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're doing alright. After the whole ordeal, I wasn't quite sure you'd make it. That many stab wounds, there aren't a lot of people that survive that.
Well, and she'll just kind of put a hand on his wrist, and you can feel that sort of tingle of life coming off of her. Very much the antithesis of what he's about. A lot of people aren't like me.
That is correct. Daniel will look at the crowd and see that the crowd is dispersing around two specific people.
Maggie will turn her head. Oh, jeez, that's a tall woman.
Oh boy. I will. Is Maggie staring?
No more than I think anybody else might be.
To be fair,
So,
it's
yeah.
not as though they're walking into the middle of crowds to watch them slowly move away.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay, excellent. I have no successes on my perception roll to see Maggie watching, so yay! We'll keep scaring people away.
Let me turn my shit up enough that I can actually see my dice.
That
Which
might
should
be
just
useful.
be gosh darn amazing. Woohoo!
Oh boy.
Let's see if I can pick out anyone staring with a particular intensity as opposed to the wigged out glances they're getting from everyone.
I won't be wigging
Only
no
one.
glances.
So if anyone wants to say they're staring blatantly, awesome. But otherwise, meh. And if you're
Yeah,
trying to be shifty about it, she probably ain't gonna catch you.
you can spot me.
I can spot you.
Yeah, I ain't intimidated by you guys. I just noticed that circles are moving away from you, and I'm the only one standing now.
And you see that Hotfix is watching, and see this guy that he isn't moving away, like in fear of their primal existence.
That's
So-
okay. She responds to being stared at by staring back intently.
No.
Oh shit! Hotfix will jump in the middle and go like, Sarah, what did I tell you? No staring at people.
Does he like jump in the middle and start flailing his arms around and shit?
No. He's just waving a hand in front of her eyes to catch her look. Like, look at me, damn it! At me, damn it!
Thankfully, it'll work, especially if he's gonna pass the hand close to her face.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
He'll see her lip curl slightly, but she will turn her attention to him instead.
No. Don't. And he's just, waving the Daddy-Ola finger of no.
The lip curl happens again, briefly.
No. And he will turn around and look at the guy that was staring at Sarah. Quote, quote. Sorry, my cousin is New York. She's not used to crowds. And I will be called on my bullshit. Thank you very much.
I get this feeling that Daniel and Maggie are just sitting there in the peanut gallery, just kind of watching this all get by with this dumbfounded, slightly horrified look.
Daniel has grabbed the metaphorical popcorn.
Maggie will take a
Ginger is
metaphorical
also
handful.
noticing. Ginger is also noticing the fact that there is considerable more space. And as she turns around, she kind of notices the stare off, and she actually stops dancing as she's just kind of cocking her head and looking at these three people, going back and forth. Almost like a tennis match, although like no one is really moving.
You'll see right next, coming up to you is George, who you've seen before, but eh. And he's just, hey, Ginger, right? And he looks around. Where the fuck? Oh, shit. All right.
Oh,
You know
hi,
Violet?
weird man.
Hi, weird person. Violet wanted to see you, but I think she left. I don't know what
Okay.
happened.
Oh, I still have something from you. She digs in her pockets and gets out the snippets of what's left of one of the $100 bills that you gave her, and holds it up for you to catch. Here, I made it into
Catches it.
tiny dollars. I can buy coffee
Well,
because you buy it with dollars.
I hope you got your money's worth. He looks a little distracted by that, just throws it away. He just goes, look,
She still has no shoes, by the way.
he looks at her, and he's about to say something when he's just like, do you know that woman? I mean,
What woman?
holy shit. He points over to this 7 feet tall, or
Oh, no, you
however
didn't.
large she is. She will stick out and just goes, who the hell?
Uh,
Oh,
no,
careful,
but
Sarah.
if you want to, I can. Then she walks over to this very tall woman.
No, no.
Just walks up to her, stares
Look,
up
look,
because
Ginger.
Ginger is not too big.
And he will still be talking to her as she walks over. Look, Violet wanted to see you. I think she's worried or something.
Hi. Who are you?
God damn it.
Blink, blink.
She's saying hello to who?
To Sarah.
Yep.
The stone cross.
So basically, as Hotfix catches that, he will turn back to Ginger and go like, she doesn't speak English.
What does she speak?
Languages.
Languages.
Oh boy.
She
Hey,
frowns.
smartass? He says to Hotfix, hey, smartass, could you be a little more specific? That would really be handy.
And he will look at this guy. Is he wearing the suit?
Yes.
And he will get a snappy remark coming on like, yeah, I might be a smartass, but I wouldn't be caught dead in a cheap suit like that one.
Cheap suit. Oh, well. It's obvious that you have no idea what you're talking about, so have a good day.
Yeah, I would let it slide. Good luck,
This
JC
suit
Penny.
probably costs more than you've made in your entire life, so shut it.
Yeah, sure. And he will look back at Ginger. Sorry, he doesn't speak English. And he will look at Sarah. Don't you, dear? Do you speak English?
Link.
There you go. You see, she doesn't speak English.
Blink, and Ginger kind of waves.
By
I mean, the
way,
waving hand catches her attention.
I've got a shitload of successes. Can I spot Daniel in the crowd?
Probably over at the bench.
You can probably see that Daniel's got, ethereal popcorn in his mouth.
That
He's having
ethereal.
successes.
Then, ignoring blatantly a 7-foot tall woman with, well, whatever. I'll come see Daniel. If I need to walk straight past her, I will.
You won't get no quarrel with Hotfix, so free you go.
Thankfully, she doesn't seem especially prone to advance, and she's certainly not giving ground. She just kind of stands there as he walks past. Probably gives him the stink eye as he gets beyond her.
Maggie's just going to look at the Rev as he approaches, look at Daniel, look at the Rev, look at Daniel. I'm going to go make sure Ginger doesn't do anything rash.
Alright.
Look, Ginger, I know you understand me. Look, Violet wanted to see you. I think she's worried about you. And all right, could you maybe I can take you somewhere where where she is or something like that?
I don't know. Can you?
Sure, I can give you a ride. Do you know where she lives or something?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have a place where the two of you normally meet?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call her, and I'm gonna meet you. At this point, feel free to jump in. Um,
Maggie at
you
that
will
point,
hear this conversation as you're approaching.
yeah, Maggie is walking up. She's having a hard time taking her eyes off of air quotes Sarah.
Oh
That's
boy.
just one of the tallest women she's ever seen, and she's not disproportionately built. So it's just like, hey, girl. But she turns to Ginger and offers her a smile. So, how was the ice cream at the last time I saw you?
You're Maggie, right?
Yeah.
Naomi told me I should kick you.
Naomi.
Golden bones, Vic.
Yes, I'm so sorry. It's just gonna be the one kick, I promise. If my dice stream wants to cooperate, feel free to continue
How
talking.
close was Ginger hanging out to the Tuguru?
She's literally almost standing on Stoneclaw's toes. She was literally like staring up.
Okay, I was AFK. I missed that bit.
That's cool.
And so she's going to do something combat-y, like right practically on top of Stoneclaw.
As a sort of surprise attack.
Oh boy, Olaf is going to have my fur for this.
I will roll my Dex Athletics to dodge.
Yes, because you will totally see this coming. Like she's literally telling you, yeah, I was supposed to kick you from Naomi. Luckily, it's not that good an attack.
Probably more than Maggie can counter, though.
It's 4 to hit.
Yeah, no, you clearly hit Maggie. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm so sorry.
KO.
No,
You're not gonna hurt people now, are you?
no. Yes. It's bashing.
But it's a lot.
More than 5,
I'm
I'm not gonna
so-
fuck out.
So sorry.
Oh,
That's-
We have a medic.
so
That's
the
6
first
bashing.
level, yeah, the first 3 levels are absorbed by her coat, luckily.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I am so sorry.
So she takes one basically what it looks like is Maggie just literally got hit by one of the most vicious Muay Thai kicks anyone's ever seen, and yet Maggie just kind of grunts uncomfortably as it hits her, hits the coat. She just kind of looks at Ginger. Really?
I'm done now.
The vaguely distant-looking Meat Mountain is not pleased. She proceeds to not crouch, I should say, but kind of loom over Ginger in her direction vaguely, and issues the closest thing a human throat can equate to a growl, and bares her teeth.
And I'm going to roll.
Meanwhile, the people around this, because this is an open area, and
Yeah.
people have reactions, they'll be like, "Oh my God, did she just kick that girl? What did she kick? Is it violent? Is it a fight? Should we call the police?
All right.
Should we call the police? We should probably call the police. This is civil disturbance. Yes, I agree.
Matt, I'm pulling persuasion up.
Okay.
Fuck everything in my life. Especially
Hold on.
the werewolf.
Perception and awareness rolls, here they come.
Do I hold
Oh,
on?
boy.
Do I need to?
Oh,
I
yes.
probably need to change my overlay.
I want my mommy. Why,
George,
I am
Ginger?
so
Why?
sorry.
as
God
this has
damn it.
happened, George just grabs Ginger and says, "All right, come on, honey, let's get out of it.
Ah.
You should really apologize to her." He begins to get a bit of distance between him and Ginger and the very large and strong-looking woman,
Yeah,
who's
you
just
heard that
growling.
growl?
And
Yeah, you hear that growl. That's getting echoed by Ginger as you're trying to pull her away.
look, come on,
There we
Maggie.
go.
Eyes
There's a
are
happy overlay.
Maggie.
Violet really wants to talk to you. Come on.
Maggie's eyes are just gonna go really wide as she feels magic coming off of Hotfix, and she's just gonna look at him
Yeah.
and just give him like this look.
Oh
And
yeah,
he
when it
will
comes to
just
feeling
use-
magic.
Yep.
Do I even have to roll this?
Everyone has to roll it.
God damn it, people. Stop doing this
Perception
crap.
awareness.
I
6
know.
successes on perception awareness.
Alright, there you go.
See? 2 successes.
Oh, fuck. Everyone will pretty much clearly hear this guy curse out loud, which is, alright, fuck this. And he begins to just back off from and just lets go of Ginger. However, he looks to Maggie as she seems also to react to it.
Yep.
And Ginger, as magic is being used, Ginger is like literally almost crouching on, going to the ground, and is fixing her gaze on Hotfix.
Things go for persuasion. Hotfix will grab Sarah, start leading her away, and spouting something about on the lines of like, "Let's go, Sarah. She's crazy," and he will nod to Ginger. That kind of people should be contained. And things go for persuasion being on, and the humans around being so dumb.
I'd like to remind you all that this is a festival. Also like to remind you that there's an increased police presence on festivals.
Yep, this is why I'm getting the hell out of there.
I'd also like to remind you that policemen generally have enough willpower to overpower the curse. So there are policemen approaching you guys.
I think I'm going the fuck
Sarah
away.
is being led away by an arm. Thankfully, when Ginger hit the dirt, she would have lost most of her interest in that little display, and now is looking kind of confused and getting led away.
To Sarah's ear, so she can understand it very, very undertone. Home now.
Excuse me, like there's a couple of policemen approaching. Excuse me, a few of them are approaching to Ginger. A few of them are approaching a Hotfix and Stoneclaw. And one of them is just kind of merry jandering up people. The one that's approaching Ginger will say, "Excuse me, woman, you're under arrest for personal assault."
No, she's gonna run.
No,
She's
no, no,
gonna
no.
bolt and run.
Maggie's just gonna put a hand on Ginger's shoulder.
Oh no, he's not.
She's like, it's okay. Little back and forth we have sometimes. Didn't even leave a bruise, and she'll kind of lift up her jacket. See?
The policeman will look sus.
Okay,
Well,
keeping it together.
excuse me, ma'am, but she did just assault you in public. That's
Well,
against the
that
law.
would require me to actually press charges on her to actually make it assault, which I'm not going to do because my friend here, a little bit eccentric, but otherwise harmless. Besides, we have ice cream to go get, don't we, Ginger? She'll smile down
She
at you.
is so hiding behind Maggie's jacket right now. Like that policeman is scary, and she's hiding behind Maggie.
Come on, officer. If it was really a thing, this was really an assault, do you think she'd be hiding behind me like this?
The officer, the officer will clear his throat. That doesn't matter if you're not pressing charges, ma'am. This is public assault and is punishable by New York City law. Therefore, this woman is being arrested.
No.
Okay.
If you are in the way of
then-
arrest, you will also if you are in the way, you will also be arrested for assisting as an accomplice. I suggest you move out of the way, ma'am.
I would
Offenses
like
of assault
to.
on yourself.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll my charisma and law and spend a point of willpower. Um, oh, would charming work here?
Well, what are you trying to say?
She's basically just trying to say, very in a friendly way, to remind him about New York City law and that an assault actually requires a victim. And and that if no one's been victimized, there's no crime. And clearly, she is not a victim. Clearly, her and this woman are not at odds with each other, and she's just wondering why he would want to go through all the paperwork, all the trouble for something that's just going to waste his time, the court's time, the judge's time, the DA's time, and her time if she gets dragged into court, only to say, there was no assault, I'm not pressing charges. It would just be easier with everybody else. And if the charming specialty applies, that's 4 successes.
Talking with the local police expert. Give me a second.
Yeah, I think you should get a specialty in bullshitting. That would be practice.
The officer, in response to that, ma'am, this is a disruption to the public order.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We will give you one final warning. If you do not comply, you will be arrested too for obstruction.
She'll look down over at Ginger. She'll crouch down in front of her. There's nothing I can do for you. Sorry.
I'm scared.
Yeah? And she'll just kind of whisper very softly, I really wish you hadn't listened to Naomi. She's not giving you good advice here. And she'll get up, raise up both hands, and just walk away.
Just keeping it together, kind of.
Ginger will get grabbed by the police officers.
She's crying. It's like she's literally crying.
A couple of people are like standing on the sidelines. Oh, what's this? What is this?
Oh boy, YouTube is gonna explode over this.
Maggie's pulling out her phone and calling Tommy. And if Tommy doesn't pick up right away, she's calling right back over and over and over and over and over.
She will get interrupted in that. This guy who was also talking to Ginger says, "Do you what's your relation with
You
Ginger?"
know what? I don't know who you are. I really frankly don't care right now. And she's trying to call again.
Maggie can call all day. Tommy's not picking up.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Look, do you know Violet?
Yes, I do.
Ooh. Alright. Nope. Ginger's being walked to a police car.
She wanted to find Ginger, but, well, it appears as though we know where she's gone now.
Well, she's not here now, and Maggie sort of walks towards one of the police officers, keeping a respectable distance. What precinct are you taking her to, so that way I can bail her out?
He'll give the name of the nearest precinct, since out of character I don't know this.
Also, can I have your badge and ID number, please?
Mm-hmm. Is that a thing in America?
Yes, it is.
It's a thing apparently everywhere.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's not a
No,
thing
it's not.
everywhere. But in
Oh,
America,
weird.
it's a big thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure this will look really good on all the Cop Watch blogs.
I am quite sure, ma'am. We have been perfectly civil. We have not harmed anyone. We have simply done our duty and quelled a public disturbance. If you wish to press charges against us for doing a job, you are more than welcome to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think you will succeed.
Not like your public image is already in the shitter, but, you know, arresting somebody who's got the mind of a child, pointing over at Ginger.
Mind of a child. Do elaborate.
Ginger's not normal by any stretch of the words, as far as her mental capacity goes.
And then she can get excellent help. And with that, she will be put in a police car and drive away.
I can assume Sarah, quote, and me are out.
Yeah, the police are kind of looking at you, and they're asking you, would you like to make a statement, sir? You have been witness to a public disturbance.
Oh, he will just go, no, my cousin is New York. I just brought her to watch a little bit of people dancing and music, and this happened. And I'm quite don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
All right. Have you did you hear anything what they were saying?
No, sir, I'm sorry. I was actually trying to listen to the music and trying to explain to my cousin what's the deal with this festival, and then they broke out. Someone kicked someone, I think, and that's something that happened. Everyone is it's okay. Something's going on. Should we get out of here?
Alejandro,
Yes.
question. You were
Yes.
standing right in front of them when that happened, correct?
No, that was Sarah in front of her. I was talking to Cheap Suit Guy.
Cheap suit guy. Whilst that was going on. Okay, at
Yeah.
the same time. All right. Basically, they'll do the whole thing. They'll do the exact same thing with the people involved here.
Okay, so we will, after clearing ourselves of this,
I'm
I'm taking
like,
her
senor.
home.
Just before anything else, as Ginger's being put into the cop car and it's driving away, George will just look at Maggie and say, so, I suppose this is what you get from following, well, Naomi really knows her shit, huh? Really good
Naomi's a
job.
cunt.
We are in total agreement on that point, though.
Naomi just got what I'm guessing is one of her friends arrested. So
It doesn't surprise me. She's a total bitch, and I only met her once. That was more than enough, though. I'm guessing you're a part of the club?
she'll just kind of roll her eyes, if you want to call it that. Sure.
How you doing? He will stretch out a hand.
She'll look at him. Hi,
George. I'm
Maggie.
right, right. I'm quite new to this whole thing, but do you think you can look right? Not like right now. It's fine. Do you have some contact info or something?
Um, if you run in the same circles, you'll see me again. Don't worry about it.
All right, all right. Well, good luck. I'll try to give Violet a message about what happened. Or will you do that? Or I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part.
He's asking whether or not he should send a message to Violet about what happened, or you will do.
Yes, I have already taken care of some of that, but if you can actually physically get in contact with her, please do.
Great.
I'm going down to the precinct to probably spend what little money I have to bail Ginger out. God, I hope she has ID. Out of character, does Ginger have any kind of ID?
No.
Oh. She's going to be sitting there for a while, I get the feeling.
Are you sure you've got? He looks at you. Look, maybe you need a hand with that.
Are you a lawyer?
No, but
What do you do?
well, I could bail. Shouldn't be a problem. Just saying. Hey, if you don't want the help, fine, no problem. I'll
Yeah,
leave.
come on, let's go.
All right. Uh, does your character have a car?
Uh, actually, does Maggie have a car? I don't know.
Well,
Um,
in any regard.
they'll take an Uber.
Well, uh, George will just say, "All right, come on," and he will go over to a fairly fancy sports car, and he'll just get in, and the two of them will take off.
And if there's nothing else, we'll call that a scene. Thank you for watching another menagerie of psychosis here in the living world of darkness. Have a great night, folks.